And now we're right back in the swing of things. Back on Bioshock Infinite. My name's Chris again.
And my name is Dan, and we are somewhere in the sky, as usual.
Oh, we're not in No Man's Sky, but we are in the sky.
I would like to be in No Man's Sky. We talked about that a little earlier. Not on camera, but that game looks pretty fun. So, I guess we're going to find a gunsmith? Is that our objective?
Yes, I remember a little bit of this part.
I remember he's Chinese, there's a theater district battle, and a lot of time travel starts.
I don't think he's Chinese, though. His name's Fink, and he's got, like, a mustache. But then again, a lot of people have mustaches in this game.
I might be thinking of something else.
Well, Chen Lin, that sounds Chinese.
That's him, yeah. Chen Lin. He's Chinese or Japanese or...
Maybe he works for Fink, and that's what I'm thinking of.
Airship. I don't care if
Well, I guess let's just keep moving and find out.
We'll see what those hyenas are made of. I ask you, where are they going
You know,
to be when it's cold?
you think people would start freaking out to see Booker carrying this big weapon around?
Yeah, I mean, if I saw some, like, guy walking around, especially if I was a policeman like this,
Yeah.
this guy looks like the original Captain Price from back in the original Call of Duties.
He's got, that's not a Captain Price mustache. That's like a mustache I feel like a German guy would have.
Probably. But my point was, if I was a police officer standing around here, you know, I think it would be part of my job description to worry about strange men carrying large weapons.
Yeah, and carrying little girls.
Yeah. I would be a little, worried about that if I was him. I remember this room. This room was difficult.
Who's there?
For the
Got freaked out.
Well,
that.
no, it's still Washington. I would be freaked out if a giant George Washington bot came to life and started shooting me with a minigun.
Yeah.
So, can't say that I blame them. You should probably take cover. Oh, wow. Elizabeth, some health right about now would really help.
Nice.
Is George Washington dead? He's
Yeah,
dead.
he's down. Again. I mean, he's been dead for years now.
I don't know why, but, well, no, I know exactly why. I was at dinner the other night, and my stepbrother Phil was over for dinner, and he said, I don't know what we were talking about, but he said something about, well, if you think about it, we've all drank George Washington's piss at some point, and I just said,
Great.
I don't know, I forgot what we were talking about, but he said, if you think about it, we've all drank George Washington's piss at some time, and I stopped, I put my fork down, and I said, what? And he said, well, think about it. George Washington at some point in his life had to go outside and pee on the ground, right? They didn't really have bathrooms back then. So at some point George Washington came out and he peed on the ground. And then that pee evaporated and went up into the air and became rain. And then through over the course of hundreds of years, rain goes into the ground, comes back up, comes into the ground, goes back up, and then the water companies send the water to your house. We've all drank George Washington's pee at some point.
So, I believe some people reference George Washington as like the father of America. That's right?
Yeah, he's the father.
Well, I guess he really did raise America then, if you get my meaning.
Sure. That joke might have went over my head, but...
Well, if you said, like, if his piss went to the rain, then I guess he helped, grow the grass and everything. Like, he really is taking care of the land.
Huh. I guess so. But my point was, I don't understand why he said that the other day at dinner. And it baffled me to the point where I had to stop eating for like a good 5 minutes and just contemplate what he said.
Elizabeth?
And everybody else just went on with dinner like nothing happened. And I'm sitting there thinking,
Attention.
George Washington P. Anyway, the point of my story was, I thought of that. Yeah, George Washington peed, and at some point we all drank it. Apparently, if you think about it psychologically or philosophy-wise. So... There you have it.
Perhaps the fuel that runs these George Washington robots is made of his piss.
Maybe? I think we can title this episode George Washington's Piss. because we went on like where I don't even know where we're going anymore, but I stopped for like 5 minutes to talk about that. So yeah, that was an interesting little history lesson. We drank George Washington's pee, and that'll be the end of it.
Jesus Christ, it's not a plasmid in this game.
I also realized that we've been saying they're not plasmids anymore, they're vigors. I've been noticing that when I've been watching the episodes, it says vigors now. So we've been saying it wrong.
Actually, technically it's gonna be plasmids.
Right, because this is technically before Bioshock 1 and 2, right?
Yes. This is 1912, right?
Yeah.
Shall not be
Bioshock
raised
1's
under
1996
this
or
roof.
something.
Are we waiting for the elevator? Is that why we're just standing here?
It sounds like it. Hit the button.
Had me locked in that tower.
Hitting the button again probably won't do anything.
Just want to get out of this.
I don't...
Please.
Elizabeth was just pacing back and forth reading for a minute, and I was just like, I was thinking to myself, who does that? Just paces back and forth rapidly while reading. I think it was because you were moving. But it was weird to...
I pace a lot too when I'm reading.
But you don't pace and read at the same time, do you? Greetings!
Nah, I wouldn't say
Here
that.
Maya Fink, and I want to share with you my personal creed.
The Assassin's Creed?
That's him.
He is the most admirable creature on God's green earth. Why, it's the bee!
The beef?
Have you seen a bee on vacation?
Oh, the bee.
Have you ever seen a bee take a sick day? Well, my friends, the answer is no. So I say, be the bee. Be the bee.
Your slogan is bad, and you should feel bad.
Well, I'm trying to think of something with the B to counter
Hello?
that.
Mr. DeWitt,
Yes.
That's his name.
please.
What's going on?
DeWitt, Fink here. Listen, my boy, we've had our eye on you. And
My
I can
boy.
tell you right now that you are our top candidate. Top! Now, my associate, Mr. Flambeau, will help you with
Mr. Flambeau?
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
He seems oddly pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, Booker is quite a charming fellow. To everybody except you, apparently, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Well, the man's got an ego.
Oh, well, come on, Elizabeth. You're telling me if you didn't have vast amounts of riches, you wouldn't build a statue of yourself in solid gold? Because I would. And then building a solid gold model of herself, probably standing next to or on the Eiffel Tower. I can imagine her making a model of herself just attached to the Eiffel Tower in solid gold, kind of like King Kong climbing up it. I don't know why.
Reading a book, perhaps.
Reading a book.
Fink.
Kind of like that one statue Handsome Jack has.
Oh, you know what? No, even better. Her just leaning casually back against the Eiffel Tower reading a book. Kind of like, think of it like when you flip a coin in the Elder Scrolls Online against a wall.
Yes.
Like that, but reading a book.
You see,
Yeah, I can see
Fink
that.
Company Store brings you Fink products at a price designed specifically for the Fink worker.
Well, that's good thinking.
Mr. DeWitt, welcome to Finkton. You'll find a variety of supplies here that should see you through your visit.
Hand cannon.
I think we should take that. I always like the hand
What does
cannon.
Mr. Fink want with us?
Excuse me, miss, but Mr. Fink's interest is strictly
haircut.
in the gentleman.
But why?
So sorry, young miss.
I wouldn't call that nice. I'd call that,
Application should be taken up with
Rich?
Mr. Fink directly.
yeah. No, you know who he reminds me of? What the heck? Who does he remind me of? Somebody.
I'm taking a shot in the dark here, but Harry Osborn.
Maybe. Wait, Harry Osborn. Oh yeah, Harry Osborn for the Green Goblin. You know.
Yeah.
No, he kind of does remind me of him, just a little bit.
Scavenge supplies
Yeah.
by that clock shop.
Right. This is what I was talking about. The Western, shootout town, and the Asian gunsmith is around. If you go straight and then make a right.
Yeah, I remember this area.
6 minutes and 15 seconds. 6 minutes and 5. I can do 5.
Are we counting the minutes here, gentlemen? Because I
I
count.
think they're bidding on something.
Well, I'm gonna bid on that we're all out of time because it's been 10 minutes once again.
All right.
So thanks for joining us. You like our videos? Subscribe, comment, like. We'll see you next time. This is
As
Dan
always, this is Chris.
and Dan
Yep.
signing off.